Jared Bowen is here. Welcome. What's all coming together?
Well, you know what I've really noticed, and I think you were just speaking with Marty Walsh, and I was at the Mayoral Arts Forum, and that was the first inkling that I had that something really is happening here. There's sort of this galvanizing effect, and I was just actually talking to Marty Walsh in the green room, and he confirmed what I had heard, that that was the highest attended forum, mayoral forum, that he did prior to the campaign. So you have this arts community coming together. Then you have the arts community coming together for the Theater Expo, which was held a couple of weeks ago. 800 people show up, 60 theater companies gathering together. And then tomorrow begins ArtWeek Boston, which is this event that is supposed to evoke Restaurant Week. And it's either free or a $20.13 ticket or $40.13 ticket, you can get access to a myriad semblance of the arts in different locations, whether it be restaurants or stores or actual performing arts venues. And so all of a sudden I feel like you're seeing this collaboration, you're seeing the arts community come together, and we've been talking about this a little bit more, especially for the economic revenue that it generates, in a way that I have never seen before.
Well, were they surprised, in fact, about when they flexed their muscles, as we've been talking about, because the Suffolk debate that was televised was the same night as the arts one, and they wanted to kick them away and say, oh, you know, forget them and don't do the arts debate and just do ours. And the arts community flexed their muscles and said, no, wait a second. That's not going to happen.
And I think that was a very validating moment, because I think the arts community realized, wait a minute, we actually do have some power. And in particular, we have power when we consolidate. And yesterday I talked to Joe Spalding, who is the president and CEO of the City Center, which operates the Wang Theater, the Schubert, and a couple of other theaters, and sort of the umbrella arts organization for Boston Art Week, about why they're doing this. It's a little difficult to hear because there was construction happening outside, but here's what he had to say.
What we're trying to create is that we are an economic engine, all right? And we're an economic engine because we work well together. So it isn't just the art that's being done, it's how you then get the public to participate, the communities to do better, the restaurants to do better.
What's happening in the city that there is this collaboration?
Well, I think one, I think we took it for granted that everybody knew that the arts keeps us a civilized society, and yet at the same time this was an opportunity, and we all are coming together and collaborating more to make sure that the arts are an essential component of what we do in our lives.
So this is intentional. This is like critical mass, kind of like the innovation hub. They're saying we got to get it all together and move ahead as a group.
Absolutely, and I think you're seeing the same thing happen with Fashion Week to some degree, by the way, which also kicks off tomorrow. You know, I know that we were going back and forth.
No more tent.
There's no more tent, and I think that happened a couple of years ago, and it made the event big and splashy, like you see in New York with the Mercedes-Benz fashion show. But honestly, what really happened is the sponsorship pulled out. The two of the people who sponsored really got the tent off the ground, moved out of the city. I happen to know them. They were friends of mine, and they were great champions of it. But what is still happening is you have a bunch of events that are happening around the city. Look, there's me in the runway. I'd forgotten that show a couple of years ago. But you have a bunch of events happening around the city. You have parties, you have runway shows. The design community is also tapping into the academic community, and they're tapping into the innovation district. So suddenly I think all of the arts together are really realizing what kind of power they have in totality.
That's great. Well, I'll be down at Fashion Week. I'll miss the tent, though. That was kind of fun. All right, Jared Bowen, thanks. All right, and that is it for Greater Boston. Tomorrow, it's Beat the Press. Popular Science magazine says online comments are bad for science, so the magazine is turning them off. We want to know what you think. What's the value of online comments? Tell us on our website, where we still allow comments. That's at beatthepress.org. I'm Emily Rooney. Thanks for watching.